Okay, so as I'm putting the cards away, I realize what the connection to the cards being in the wrong box um, is to the message as a whole. Basically, you got bait and switched, baby. You got catfished. Okay, so whoever this person that you're with is portrayed themselves to be one way, but in reality, they're really another, right? Um, yeah. So anyway, I just thought that was funny. It happens all the time. After the fact, I'm like, oh, I know what that meant. So anyway, started to add that in. Okay, so I have a new microphone. I'm hoping that it will allow you all to hear me a little bit better. Um, drop in the comments if it's working. You know, if maybe you don't have to turn up the volume to hear me so well. Okay, so the message that I am getting right now that I got when I woke up and is spies or like like being in the wrong places, being placed in the wrong place like unknowingly or something like that because the confirmation that I have for that is that I have this deck of cards that I was going to take out and use. But when I took it out, it had the wrong deck in the box. Like the decks got switched out. So I'm not exactly sure, but I feel like excuse me, I feel like there's some significance there. So I guess we'll just go with it. Right. So most of these decks I've already pre-shuffled. And I guess I'll start with these two decks. Mars, Drive, and Power. Something, I forget what it is that's going on right now. It's like Mars is in Aries or something like that. I think that might be pertinent to that message. '11th house, community and technology. Oh, I get it. I get it. Okay. I think I'm going to pull one more from this deck and then I'll switch over to the other one. Oh, yeah. Okay. Chiron, inner healing. Okay. I think I know where at least this part of the message is going. Okay. All right. Now, let's see here if we can't get some confirmation on that before I speak out about it. Okay. I have to get good luck. Justice. All right. Give me one more. Okay. I got two more. Willpower. And blessed day. Okay. Okay. So yeah, I definitely think I know where this is going, at least for the moment. Okay, so I'm not sure how the whole flying thing fits in, but like the message that I'm getting with the cards is about using technology to drive your healing agenda, to empower you and others. Okay, that's what I'm getting there. So like using the power of technology, harnessing the power of technology and community in a positive way, and to bring good luck, justice, and in order to do that, you have to have a certain level of willpower. You have to be aware, and you have to be conscious, and you have to be doing things intentionally, um, and not doing things intentionally. I mean, sometimes you have to have the willpower not to overdo things, or not to overpower, with your own agenda, overpower others. It's about healing. It's about being blessed, and turning it into a blessing. Interesting. Okay. All right. So let's put some cards there. Okay. Go the distance. Message in a bottle. Orphan. Painting. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just getting that like this is a message from spirit to keep going. Never to like keep to always keep going. Never stop. Trying to do good, use your powers for good, be empowered, empower others, to heal, um, to mend, um, from loneliness, from being orphaned, from being hurt, from being abandoned, from whatever it is, that is or did cause that brokenness, that sadness, that whatever it is, that you need to heal from. Okay. Okay, so face cloth now. It's too many. Keep it in. Oh, too many nails all on the floor. Okay. Teacher. Okay. Mystic. Mediator. Okay. Okay. So, what I'm getting here is, damsel, like a damsel in distress. Um, it's easy to want to remain in a place of unhealingness. Sometimes because you get to play the damsel in distress, and you get attention, and and you get others to do things for you that you should be doing yourself. But that's why you have people like me trying to help, teach you, like mystic mediators trying to teach to do better, to be better, that you don't have to be that damsel, that you can heal yourself, you can be everything that you need all on your own. And you can do it, by empowering yourself through a relationship with the divine, and being um, also, being a go between, a mediator, right, between yourself and the divine to teach others. So, you know, you learn as you go, and you teach as you learn. Um, Personal insights in symbolic language, poet. Uh, Turns a lyric gift to negative or destructive effect. Okay, so symbolism, learning symbolism, using symbolism, understanding symbolism, and how vitally important it is to understanding this mystic side of things, because this symbolism is how the divine speaks. So you need to learn that language. I feel like pulling a few of these cards would be a good idea. Ordered some new decks, and I think they'll be here soon. I wish I had them now because I feel like they'd be helpful in this message. But okay, so your feelings are valid. Mental health matters. The unicorn. So this I'm seeing as like the ultimate. You know what I mean? Like what doesn't exist. Like a truly healed person. Like a completely healed person. But it is. It does exist. It, it does. It just exists in a way that maybe you didn't understand before. Thank you for asking about my mental health. So it's like don't be afraid to ask for help, um, and also don't don't just throw away the help of others. Like if other people are truly wanting to help you heal your mental health, and it's someone that you can trust, then you know don't just poo-poo them away. Right, mental health squad. Sometimes getting to a place of truly being truly mentally healthy, and stability is a team effort. So yeah, I mean, it helps to have a good squad. And here's the thing, that part of the process is realizing that you may not be in the right squad, and maybe that's contributing to your bad mental health, or whatever the situation may be, and that's when it's important to to recognize that, to learn that, and to understand that it's okay to seek a new group of people, to seek a new, more loving, supportive, mentally healthy group of people. Because if you want to be mentally healthy, excuse me, then you're going to need to surround yourself with other people who want to be mentally healthy too, or who already are. Gotta vet that shit. Okay. Pumpkin's revenge. So this is just, I'm getting from this is that there's going to be people who have a problem with you trying to get better, trying to better yourself, especially if they're not, with you trying to heal yourself, especially if they're not healed, because misery loves company. And when you try to get yourself up out of a situation, you know, it's change, you know, you're trying to change yourself for the better. Well, a lot of times people don't like change, and you changing could be, hard for them because it makes them see that maybe there are things that they need to change about themselves that they don't want to change. So they'd rather try to stop you from growing and changing and getting better because it makes them feel better about themselves. So just watch out for that kind of thing if you have anyone like that in your life. And so long, losers. And it comes right after that. Yeah, don't be afraid to say so long to those losers, to those type of people. Okay, thank you, Spirit. You wake me up when it's over. Yeah. Um, yeah. So this is the spiritual journey. This is the path, you know. And a lot of times it can feel like you just like once you've been awakened to what it is that you need to fix and how to do it and all that, it can feel like I don't want to do this anymore. Like I just want to go back to sleep. I want to go back to the way things were, or I'll do it, but like, can you just put me to sleep and wake me up when it's over? Unfortunately, that's not how it goes. The moon, yeah. So howling at the moon. 18. It's funny because this is the moon, but it's like the sun, the moon in the sun. Sun in the moon in the sun. It's like integrating. Okay, okay, okay. I get it now. I get it now. It's like integrating your light and your dark side. It's like the hidden trick, the trade, I guess. Integrating your dark and your light side. Just be happy. You know, you can be happy in any situation. It's a choice. I'm not saying that, you know, that you don't have a right to be unhappy if there are things going on in your life that are beyond your control and stuff like that. But I am saying that no matter how bad things get, you can always find the happiness, even if only for a moment. You can find something to be happy about. Kind to your mind, and you are not your negative thoughts, right? Okay, so it's a lot about recognizing your negative thoughts and realizing that like you don't have to be that way. You know what I mean? Like you can choose to take that negative and turn it around, turn it into a positive somehow. That's like alchemy, alchemizing energy. And that's a lot to do with it. In order to be able to learn how to heal, you need to be able to learn how to do that. And it's not easy. It's really not easy. Um, Maybe it's easier for others, but I think it depends on your level of understanding, of inner understanding, of inner standing, if you will. Um, it's now pull a couple cards. Six of Cups, living the past, forgiveness. Okay, so Six of Cups, reverse. I don't even know if you can see that very well, but it's living in the past, forgiveness, independence, lacking playfulness, moving forward, leaving home. Okay, so you have to leave the past in the past, right? Um, you can't heal if you're constantly reliving whatever it is that traumatized you in the first place. Sometimes that might mean leaving the people, places, and things that got you to that point in the first place. Eight of Swords. Negative thoughts, self imposed restriction, imprisonment, victim mentality, restriction, feeling isolated. Okay. So, I mean, it's pretty self explanatory. You know, a lot of times, you know, when you are mentally unhealthy, it is because of something that unfortunately you did or allowed yourself by either allowing yourself to be a victim, becoming a victim. And I'm not talking about like a victim of like abuse. You know what I mean? Like nobody wants that. Nobody welcomes that. But if you continue to allow it, then that would be a situation where you are, you know, putting yourself in that situation because you are allowing it to continue. Um, it's also just the whole thing that I was just talking about with negative thoughts. Sometimes, you know, it could be that you have a very loving, supportive family, you know, situation, crowd of people, whatever around you that are truly loving, caring, and want to help you. And it's you that you have to get over yourself, your negative thoughts. And sometimes how you do that is seeing things as they are, not allowing yourself to have, you know, to live in illusions and have excuses. Okay, so we have Eight of Cups. Disappointment, abandonment, withdrawal, escapism, walking away, leaving behind. So like that's we got the Six of Cups reversed, and now it's just backed up with the Eight of Cups, right? So there's definitely like whoever this message is for, like what I was just talking about, like maybe you have a loving, supportive squad. That's not the case here. You do not have a loving, supportive squad. Um, this is specifically a directive to say that you need to leave that situation. Whatever your group is, it's time for you to go. That's not a healthy group for you to be a part of. And you know, you have to use your own discernment to figure out if this is your message or not, right? Um, you know, you have to be able to discern for yourself whether these people in your vicinity are truly helping and loving and supportive or not. And I think that if you take a minute to look at the fruits, you'll know them by their fruits, right? If you take a minute to look at the fruit of that relationship that you have with that person, is it positive or is it negative? And that's how you'll know, you know. The Empress reverse, creative block, selfish, impatient, codependent, inaction, lack of focus, indecisive, overwhelmed, anxiety, and infidelity. Okay, so whoever it is that you're dealing with, that you're needing to walk away from for your own mental health, is someone who is codependent, someone that you may currently be codependent on as well. But you don't have to remain that way. You can always walk away. It is hard. That's where the willpower comes in. You got to have the willpower to stay the heck away from these people and out of that situation. Um, because codependency is like an addiction in itself, right? So you got to have the willpower to like not do that shit anymore. And it can be hard. This is someone who blocks your creativity, right? Who may not have, you know, any creativity of their own, but specifically blocks yours. They may have an anxiety problem themselves, or they give you one. and infidelity. So this person is not loyal. They're not loyal to you. They're probably not loyal to anyone. The devil reverse. Okay, so this is you coming out of your shadow side, or integrating, like, the sun and the moon, integrating your shadow side, like knowingly understanding all of this and choosing to do this, right? Okay, so releasing limiting beliefs. So if you have allowed yourself up to this point to stay in a situation that you know isn't really good for you, mentally, then, because you're afraid of what's on the other side of that, don't be. You need to release that limiting thought, that release yourself from that mental prison, right? That is a limiting thought. That is a limiting belief. You don't need this situation. You don't need these people. All you need is God. That's the truth. If you are in a situation where you are financially dependent upon these people in some way, shape, or form, or you feel like you are, there are systems in place to help you. I believe, is it 211 or 411? I think it's 211. 211. Call 211. If you feel like you are stuck, call 211. It is a nationwide phone number that will help you find the resources that you need, whether it is mental health, or um, like you need to, like, help finding a homeless shelter or something like that. You can also call social services. Um, these systems are put in place for this very reason. You know, you need to start. I'm gonna see if that comes up. You need to start making a plan, basically. So let's see. Ooh. Five of Cups. This is acceptance, loss, sorrow, moving on, finding peace, personal setbacks, self-forgiveness, and bereavement. So once you get out of this situation, you're gonna be in this for a little while. But you gotta make sure that you get out of it. You can't stay there. It's normal. It's normal to feel this way, to grieve what once was. Um, but it is important that you move on and you keep moving on. So teamwork. Sometimes I look at this card as like a negative, but in this instance, I'm seeing it as a positive, right? There are groups of people who are out there, ready, willing, and able to help you through all of this, to help you get out of whatever situation that you are in, whether it is a drug addiction, an addiction to a person, an addiction to a situation. Like if you're addicted to being a damsel, you know, go ahead and reach out for help. But let it be the last time that you are ever a damsel in distress. King of Swords, head over heart. Okay, so I feel like something that might be holding you back is your love, your emotions. You are a good and loving person. You have a hard time walking away from these people that are no good for you because you love them, because you have emotions for them, because you are emotionally attached to them and the situation and the life that you currently have. But you need to, there comes a time where you need to think with your head over your heart. You need to think logically. Is this a good situation for you? Is this, if you continue to stay here, is this going to get better or is it going to get worse? Typically, situations like this get worse over time. Okay, yeah, truthful and honest. You need to be truthful and honest with yourself about this situation. And you need to be truthful and honest with others as well. You know, if you feel like you owe them some kind of explanation before you leave, be honest with them. I am not in a good place mentally, and I feel like you are part of the problem. So I need to go. I need to get away from you to heal myself. Authority, leadership, and sage advice. Yeah. All right, give me another one, Spirit. This is Eight of Pentacles reverse. Self-development. You need to work on yourself. You need to develop yourself. You need to get to know yourself. You need to learn and understand yourself. All right. Seven of Wands. You need to stand up for yourself. You need to stand up for yourself. You can't just be that damsel waiting for a prince to come and save you from your tower. Let the damn tower fall and save yourself. In fact, blow that shit up and save yourself. Sometimes you have to let the tower fall in order to escape, whatever that was. Okay, so a couple more cards. Okay. You are in a situation where you feel like you have passion and chemistry with someone who is in their south node and who, in being with you, are in your south node. The choice is always yours. You can continue. You can continue to be in that situation as long as you like. Or you can choose better. Okay, well, I feel like that's the message, and I hope that uh, this has been enlightening and helpful to you in some way. And to be honest with you, I have not gotten any indication whatsoever as to whether this is a man or a woman. So you could be a man dealing with this, or you could be a woman dealing with this. It really, it did not come out one way or another. So this message is for pretty much anyone in this situation. Like I said, you need to use your own discernment to figure out if this is the situation that you are in or not. Um, but it's time to take that look. It's time to ask those questions. So I hope that this has helped you. And I hope that you will like and subscribe to my channel. Maybe share the video with someone who could use it. And I'll see you next time.